So we started off with a long rest. I think a natural one was rolled, spawning in some hellish creature that we should not have gone up against this early. 15 got his ass handed to him in like a single round. But the creature seemed to just keep moving if nobody else fucked with it. So creature moved on. We brought 15 back up. We proceeded to go into the tent, into this like underground. No, I don't want to say facility, but I can't think of a better word right now.
Probably dungeon.
Yeah, dungeon. They were, as we moved through, basically we found out that they were attempting to repopulate, or let me rephrase that. They weren't repopulating, but they were giving, they were having children and then sacrificing them to collect the essence that we still don't really know what it is. But we were able to move our way through there. We saved a baby. We killed a lot of the men from the village that had started to follow. I don't remember the guy's name off the top of my head. And then we rescued the female villagers that were being held prisoner. Bard proceeded to take off as soon as we came back up and run back to town and speak with Gazan about what had happened. And we ended with them in the bar, kind of chatting, and the rest of us were still on our way back.
Perfect.
And I would also like to add that we found a ceremonial knife that it does increases the number of
the yield
essence that you get
Oh,
on
yes.
thing, and then Bard stole it from me.
Yes.
yeah, along with a few other daggers, right?
Yeah.
All right, fetching
How
you
many
all
daggers?
again.
I don't know.
We will catch up from you guys arriving to town. Bard is in the middle of explaining what has happened while out on the journey. So, there are no tokens for all the people that you have with you, but you can just assume they're with you. Unless they're like important, we will not be adding them to the board. So go ahead and move. You arrive upon the town of the hamlet. The hopeless hamlet.
Alright, so we are back at Hamlet.
Yep. You see the red rooftops in the distance. And you just arrive at the foot of it.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember controls that aren't Baldur's Gate.
Right.
Not happening.
Just drag and drop. Drag and drop.
Yeah, we've been playing that religiously, so.
I think everyone has.
I mean, I would.
I would assume that all.
I mean, you also still want to play Vermintide too, so.
I would assume all the villagers are excited to get back to their homes and continue on with, I don't know, whatever
Well, they
is left
can't
of their
have
lives.
the house that I was promised. I will fight for that house.
Oleander, you walk first.
Sure.
Alright. You see, out of the corner of your eye, Gerald turns behind the farms. And he sees a lot of you coming back home. And he's like, Oh, you made it. You're safe.
Gerald Jr.'s a freak.
I will follow behind with a tired face.
Well, yes, we are back. I don't know how many y'all lost, but the women are back at least.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna get your son. Give me a second.
Just a quick
sprints
note.
off.
Only Ben is missing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not here right now. Probably
His tramp
overslept.
is by the fountain. Did you notice that?
His what?
His-
Oh, his
his what?
tramp.
His mistress.
The entertainment for the town.
Yeah.
Mm.
The tailor. She's the tailor.
The world is open to you, friends.
Oh, I was like, I was sitting here like, are we waiting for Gazan here or?
Does Gerald Jr. come into the tavern?
As you walk through the farms here, you also hear a lot of animal noise, and you see there's a farm next to you with livestock.
So we already
Wait,
knew
is this-
about that.
Is this the previous town we were before, or
Yes.
is this a new town?
This is the hopeless hamlet that you were at before.
Wow, looks more lively.
It's actually about the same.
Well, technically, it is more lively because there are X amount of people.
True,
Okay,
but they're not
so-
incorporated into the town yet.
Yeah, well, Baldianer would just turn to everybody and say, I'm gonna
Maybe
head to
I'm
the bar."
daydreaming. I'm gonna get back to the
assuming-
bar.
That's where everybody's at.
All right, you're heading to the bar.
I'll go with as well.
Yeah. 15's just following
As we
along.
walk to the bar, I indulge my colleagues. What shall be our next step?
And as you're pondering what to do about that, Gerald is making it to the bar while Kazan and Bart is talking with one another. So, ooh.
How much drink has Gazan provided Bard?
Just one. Just one.
Just one?
For now. Unless you want more.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was a
It's
long
the-
trip.
Guys, you haven't
It's
made
the
it
bard.
quite there yet. You took it a while outside. So give it like a minute or so.
Yeah, we're walking. We're not, trotting around.
Some of us walk with greater pace than a wizard.
So
We got shit to
I
do.
move quick.
so
I
Bard,
must.
you are in the middle of explaining what has happened out there, and you have retrieved the prisoners that were carried away. Gazan is looking very intense at you the entire time, trying to grasp all the details of what has happened while she's been stuck here. But as you're about to finish up, how would you end that entire spiel?
By chugging whatever drink I have in front of me at the moment.
So anyway, you got any more drinks like that?
Yeah.
As you say that, Gerald bursts through the door. They're back! They're back!
Kobold's tired and drunk, so
Drunk from one beverage? Actually, roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC 5.
alright.
Let's see if you're drunk.
Fine. I asked for a pitcher.
Picture.
Sorry, I'm opening up my app. I was gonna do it from my PC, but I don't want to go back between the different screens.
Alright.
I got a 5.
5. Meets beats. I think you're just a little tipsy. You're on the verge of getting drunk.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's funny.
In that case, Gerald comes up. Oh yeah, we were in the middle of discussing this, Gazan tells him. Can you get them here? They're probably hungry and thirsty. Oh, well, of course, I should have. And then he runs to the door and
Bart-
just sees
Bart's
everyone
gonna-
else outside.
Bart's gonna ask Gerald Jr. to carry her so that she can see what's going on outside. She doesn't want to walk.
Okay, so he opens the door and you ask him. Sure.
Yeah.
And then he looks out and sees.
yes.
Oh, everyone's here. Do you need carrying anyway?
Yes, Bart is tired. One more drink and really need to be carried.
Okay, I never carried a... What are you, again?
Bard is a kobold.
Kobold. Ah,
No.
okay.
Good.
No. Bard is
She-
Bard.
Yeah, Bard is Bard. But she's gonna raise her arms up like a piece kind of thing.
Okay, he, like, tries to, like, move his arms in under your armpits and, like, lift you up like a little child. That's... You're very lighter than you appear.
Well, Bard is Bard.
And he looks to Gazan, who just raises an eyebrow at him.
It's gonna like Bard's gonna wrap their arms around Gerald Jr.'s neck.
And Gerald
like-
just walks
like-
outside with Bard in his
and-
arms, and you just see him almost like cradle Bard like a child.
Bard's tail is kind of like flicking about because they think this is fun and funny.
It is.
It's like a pup.
You pass by
you
the
can't-
fountain on the way to the inn,
Bard can't exactly slap their tail against Gerald.
and it
so-
seems that Esmeralda is noticing you arriving back in town with a lot of people. But she doesn't approach. But you know she's probably going to spread the word.
Yeah, she might hit up 15 again. Who knows?
I doubt that's gonna happen.
Well, he did steal from her.
Yeah, that's true. I am reserving a role until he comes back.
Well, Oleander seeing Bard would as passing through on the way into the tavern, just kind of stop by Bard and flick their nose in a kind way, in a caring way, and scold them for running off. Bard, the next time you're gonna take off like that, let us know.
I just stay behind Oleander, look at the situation, and give a little smirk.
You saw that creepy thing with the long fingers that attacked 15? I know you were much stronger than you appear, but that thing would have eaten me up real quick.
Bard's gonna yap from the flick of the snoot.
Now, next time, just wait for us, please. And then Oleander will continue in. After,
Bard will try, but Bard is fastest. Not tell Gazan before you arrive.
yeah, but Bard, what's that going to accomplish? What if we had been, I don't know, if something had happened on the way back and we needed you?
Bard thinks you fine.
Well, 15 thought they were fine.
Is there music playing?
No, there are no bards in the city.
Well, I mean, there is a Bard in the city.
There's a bar in the city. There's no bard.
No, there is a Bard in town.
Yes, but it's not the,
There is a
the
kobold
classic.
named Bard.
It's not the classical way of a bard. This one uses her fist rather than an
If
instrument.
anyone asks if there's a Bard in town, Bard will answer yes. Just the heads up.
I mean, he's not wrong.
True.
But yeah, next time, Bard, just head back with us. I don't want something to happen to you.
If something were to happen to him, it is his own fault. Perhaps he ran off to take credit for himself.
Gazan leans in the doorway and looks at everyone. Alright, everyone get inside. Get inside. Come on.
Bard's gonna doze off in Gerald Jr.'s arms. Because, well, one level of exhaustion.
He looks like very out of it, but he's just adjusting to this for now.
Now he's stuck holding a kobold.
Yeah. All right. So as most of the missing townsfolk are passing Kazan, there's only one who stops up, and one of the last, like the second to last, like stops up and like tells her, "Some protector you are," and then walks inside. Kazan takes a moment and then walks inside as well, and everyone emerges inside to a full house. Some water and some bread for everyone. And the Bernard gets to it.
Well, Gazan, we held up our end of the bargain.
You did, and didn't I give you a key as well?
Did we get a key?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she gave it to Ben, or at least one of you, I'm sure. I know you remarked about you got a key anyway, so why did you have to go on the venture? But if you had just stayed, there's probably like she was gonna be very mad. So good on you for not going that route.
Don't
What
be
kind of-
mad, Gazan. Don't be mad, Gazan, because we were able to do something you clearly were unable to.
I had to protect the rest.
Well, to be fair, they did have to stay back.
Gazan is just, I mean, Gerald is looking between all of you as you mother about the moral cruelty of this situation.
I'm gonna go up to Gerald and I'm gonna hand him one of the short swords that I picked up off the corpses, and I'm gonna be like, you can use this for training.
As you hand him a weapon, he looks to Ben for a second. Weren't he supposed to give his weapon back? Why is he handed a new one? And then he looks to Gazan, who's like very curiously looking at him. And he just takes it. Can you talk to Ben about my sword?
Did Ben take it? I don't think Ben took his sword.
Yeah,
He did.
He did.
He did.
When we first got into town, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go up to Ben and I'm gonna slap him around and ask him where the sword is.
Just go up and smack him once. It's like, ah! Now why'd you do that for?
Give Gerald his sword back.
Give it to you.
Yes, do that.
Good. Good. Don't slap me again. And then he hands you this sword.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Gerald. I'm gonna give him his sword back. And I'll be like, I believe your father gave this to you.
Yes. Thank you. And
Ooh,
he
I
takes
know a good
that.
song for this moment.
Go ahead.
If it plays.
Bernard is fetching all the water and bread, and he hands it to Gazan, who goes around the end and makes sure everyone gets a piece. And those that are cold or need some support gets a kilt or a blanket over them.
That's where Gazan goes and sits.
Yeah.
Alright, Oleander's gonna, I guess, grab the cup of water or whatever that he's handed and head over towards where Gazan's sitting and kind of join her.
Yeah, afterwards she sits down by a table. There's a person here on the other side. Let's just muck that out.
What does it mean by I need to vote?
You have to vote to play music by that bot.
Aw.
You click the link and then like it'll have like a little thing for you to vote on. If you send me the link to the video, I can post it up since I already voted.
Thank you for doing this, friends. Gazan says.
I got a
So
favor
who-
to ask.
When is it?
Well, not a
Here,
favor.
take it.
More a question. And it's gonna be weird, but have, how, since you've been here, have you killed anybody?
No, I've just fended off like 2 groups since the last successful raid.
But you didn't kill anybody.
That's not my style, she says as she's swigging a drink. What the? Where's this
I've
fucking
actually
circus music, man?
Circus?
What the hell?
Digimon World. Digimon World's a pretty good game. Like I actually like those games.
Okay, sure. Let's just go with
They're
it.
hard though. They can be very hard. Oh wait, where did you see my text message to you?
I'm gonna look at that now.
Fair's fair.
Alright, so, well, Leander, you're mentioning something?
Yeah, no. So, okay, so if you haven't killed anybody, have you seen anybody die?
No. However, and she looks around, there's a lot fewer prisoners than I remember. Anyone dead?
Where am I at the bar again?
You're right here. I mean, I don't know how many women were taken, but we killed all the men.
Let me just tell you, we were about 50 before the raids.
And how many did we bring back?
9.
Oh, I would say there were some casualties, yes.
Yes, apparently. Well, think of it this way: there's less mobs to feed now.
But you're sure you're cleared out the raiders' place?
Well, yes and no.
No?
We killed everybody there that we saw, but I do not remember seeing the ringleader, the brother. Because it's twins, right? Or there's 2 brothers that are like, or it's the brother of.
I'm not sure what you're going. No.
Answer 2. I think we missed the ringleader, but I didn't see him there.
Yeah. Conrad is elusive. He hasn't showed up in a while. Not since he was a part of this town. However, there might be more dens out there then.
Are there more towns?
Yes, but that place was the only one I knew. It's the most recent one. I thought they took everyone to the same place.
No, I mean, like, are there other villages, or are you the only village here?
This is the only village that I know of.
You don't get out much, do you?
No, I'm needed here.
Has anyone traveled outside of, like, the
Uh,
village, or?
our town's hunter is always looking for food here in the wilds. He has seen our exile by the beach. He's made a cottage there, where he lives in peace, since we were falling out. Maybe Brutus
and where
knows
can we
something.
find this cottage?
Please, I would not recommend you go after him. We left on bad terms.
And why would that be?
A fight that almost broke out because we couldn't agree what to do after the raid.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I think that ship has sailed, and I think that you will need all the help you can get here. You went from 50 to what? 15, maybe, at most?
Perhaps.
I don't think you can afford the luxury of petty squabbles. But that's just my opinion. Do what you want.
If you're so sure that you might need some extra help, you can go after him, but please don't promise him anything. He's very egoistical.
He's very what?
Egoistical.
Ah.
Well, I'm sure we can handle ourselves.
Yeah.
Oleander here decimated several of these raiders. It was quite enjoyable to watch. Of course, the drow obviously stood back and did nothing, like usual.
Gives him
Kazan looks over to Zenith.
gives him a raised eyebrow.
I mean, we can give Zenith the benefit of the doubt. He did watch the entrance to the dungeon while we were down there. And we had nobody come down behind us. So, you know, that's something.
As I said, did nothing. Cowered in fear.
Anyway, so
If you're sure you need to go after him, he might know something, but I don't think he can be trusted. That's where I stand.
to be fair, who can really be trusted? At the end of the day, I think everybody's just kind of out for themselves.
That's true. We're just trying to help our own. I'm sure that the misguided raiders are about the same as well.
What misguided raiders are dead?
You know, they were a part of this town.
Bart's still asleep.
Yeah.
Well, what was the name of their leader again?
We call him Van Bertel, but I think his first name is Conrad.
Conrad. And Conrad was a member of this village before.
He was the
Rogue.
town archmage.
Interesting.
One day he just opened up about some blabble that he wanted to get back, and he amassed like the men of the town, and he set some really strict rules, and when that didn't work out, he took everything by force and carried off with some slaves.
Well,
It was before I arrived, but I've heard the story from the smith of this place. He's one of the first to arrive in this town.
and what was the smith's name again?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Not to be confused with JJ.
JJ. Wouldn't he be Dick Jr. though?
I like the sound of that.
You could also just call him Junior.
Call him Little Dick too.
Oh my god!
It's true. He's a junior.
I mean, it works.
He's a child, man. I mean, teenager. I mean, for middle ages, he's probably like an adult, but that's about it.
How old is he?
You haven't asked.
He's probably older than Bard.
Zahn, where can
Bard-
I find
Bard's like
the
10 years old.
where can I find the man we talked to earlier, the potion maker?
Oh, Varys is not present. You saw Esmeralda though.
Does he have a shop in town where I may visit him?
Who are you talking about? Gazan opens.
Verist, the potion maker.
Oh, I suppose Radstumber is down by the fountain. You could probably smell his assortments. It's quite a strange odor coming from his house.
Ah,
Like, especially recently.
maybe he's cooking up a potion for me.
Oh, you've asked him to do something. Sure. Go ahead and leave if you have some business to carry on with. I'll make sure that everyone here gets appropriately treated. And she looks around herself, trying to see if like anyone's missing some bread or water. You know, I would also like to ask you if you could help out. There's a lot of stuff to do now that we have some free prisoners. Jobs need to be delegated. Maybe we need to upgrade our defenses.
And then also train the people here to fight.
I was also thinking about that, but it's up to them. We can't force people to fight if they don't want to. But they should
can
know how to
always
handle
tell
a
them.
dagger. I do agree.
You can always tell them if they don't learn to fight, their lives may be lost next time.
If only they were as strict as Esmeralda, and she gives a little coy smile.
What kind of jobs did you have in mind?
Like, we are farmhands, hunters. We used to have more hunters, but those went off and became raiders. Like, food is a necessity here. But we do have 2 farmers, so we were not hurting before, but now that we've been more needs to be sustained.
If we were to supply some food from hunting, what would our reward be in that matter?
Well, you are a part of this town now, aren't you? A favor, I suppose.
Okay.
I could definitely contribute to hunting. I think that kind of falls into the skill set.
By the way, are you an orc? I've never seen your kind before. You look like an elf.
I am.
She's talking to Oleander.
I am.
I'm still wondering where I am at the bar. I can't see myself.
Ah, you're by the table in the middle of the room with
Oh, okay.
the 15.
You could say technically, yeah, I am an elf, half elf.
Oh. Very well then. And I assume from the branches around your head that you're a druid of sorts?
Of sorts, yeah. Yeah.
I suppose
More or less.
if you were a bird, you could really scout very well here in the world. It is rather small after all.
Good. However, I don't. I haven't mastered flight just yet. It's a little tricky. But I could
I can
see
imagine.
if I could get somebody get another animal to scout for us and just take a look around.
Certainly. Now, you guys have business?
Well, I think we need to sleep. I don't know if we took a long rest before we left.
No, you haven't taken a long
we
rest
did,
yet,
yeah.
but that's probably not gonna break out a combat in the middle of town. Unless you do something real bad.
Don't tempt us with a good time. Yeah, I think I would like to get some sleep.
I don't think there's any beds prepared in your abode. However,
I can stay downstairs, it's fine.
yeah, I was getting to that. I
Funny
apologize,
Bart
though.
has a house.
A designated cobzer would be real nice right now. And she looks around herself.
I'm used to sleeping outside, so
Fair
the
enough.
bed's nice.
Now I must tend to the new ones. I apologize. And she stands up and goes around.
I would like to head out and head over to the blacksmith.
Okay.
And I would like to see if I can't sell him all these weapons and armor that I have had picked up in the Raiders camp.
Yep. Go ahead and move. Anyone else?
Oleander's just gonna go downstairs and try to find some space where nobody's really at. Are people downstairs?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, maybe like 2 of the prisoners have gone downstairs to rest.
Oh, never mind. Then Oleander will kind of follow Eric out. But instead of going with him to the blacksmith, he's going to just try to find an area that's a little secluded where he is free from questioning eyes.
Okay. Go right ahead.
So, is there a shop around here?
There is one, besides the bar, yeah. And also Varus, unless you have some ingredients. But the smithy is probably like the way to go. So anything you want to do with that?
I want to find a component pouch.
You also wanted to find a pearl, right? That might be Varus's place.
Yep.
And Eric is also going there soonish. So do you want to wait for him, or do you just go there?
So I just sat in the table, still silent of the situation that was presented to me before, incredulous to believe that it was the reality. But then I just decided to abruptly leave and visit him, because I do need that pouch like yesterday.
All right, so you just move there. Did you catch that you had to find an odor? Let's give me a perception check. Because you have a decent idea where it is, but you just don't know what building it is. So give me a perception check.
Oh my goodness, why is that's a crit?
Crit? Alright.
Is it? What does the B mean?
B? Oh,
Yeah, that's a 20.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's a crit.
you could also see it on the thingy. Alright, so you come by the fountain, and you have a strong odor coming from one of the housings. The biggest one next to the what's it called? The fountain. Hold
I
on.
flinch slightly and think to myself, "Yep, yes, this is the direction."
You arrive upon the door of a house that smells like something has burned in here. Like, there's also a strong smell of sulfur.
I step in and announce myself.
Okay, the door is locked though, so you don't step inside.
I step near the door and announce myself, knocking on the door.
How do you announce yourself?
Is anyone home?
Ah? Give me a second, friend. You hear some pity patty coming from inside. Yeah, let me get this open for you, friend. Ah! Oh, there you are.
That's the door opening.
How can I help you? You're one of
Is
those new
this
people,
what-
aren't you?
That is correct. I just stare at him.
Well, this is awkward. What do you want?
Apologies. I am in need of a component pouch and a pearl. Would you have some of those?
I do. Give me a second. Come on inside.
Since it's been a while since I have a social interaction with another human, I hesitate a little bit.
Yeah, come inside. You hear from within.
It's been so long. I finally step inside.
Do you close the door after you or anything? Or just
no, actually.
no, just fall
Just look
inside
around.
like a child. All right.
Yeah. I want to look around.
Okay, give me a perception check.
That is an 11.
An 11.
Correct.
It is definitely a worker's place. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's shelves full of different bowls and many shelves with different, like, small bottles of different, what's it called, grinded down materials. And also some eyeballs, and there's like a lot of stuff going on here. Like, this is almost like a witch hut, but it's more refined. Like, this is
And
like,
like a
clearly
ball
an
shop?
alchemist, and there's also a lot of like books around.
Kind of like a mixture of a pawn shop and a chemistry house.
Yeah, it's an alchemist.
I step a little bit further, trying to catch up with the old man? Question mark?
Yeah, he is, well, for a dwarf, he's probably like in his prime ages, but he's definitely on the older side than you are. Yeah, he's 68. Alright, so, he like goes around and finds a bowl and looks inside. Not here. And then he goes to some sacks. No. Let's see, I have one somewhere. There. And he finds the component pouch. And he looks inside. Where did I put the pearl? Alright, so he's wasting a little time doing this.
I'm just looking around.
Sure. Eric. We are gonna go up with you. You are at the smith.
Yes. I approach the smith. Do I see the Gerald outside?
Gerald's not present now. He's probably back at the town.
It's Gerald's a smith, right?
Ah, yes, true. True.
So so I don't see him outside in his smithy.
He's outside, but he also appears to be like reading a note, and he's also looking at a weird like dark sickle in his hands. He's trying to figure out what it is, possibly.
Okay, so I approach the smithy and I say, good evening, Gerald.
It's not. Well, you're one of his friends, aren't you? You're one of what's his name? Can't remember. Top hat fellow, horns, weird tail.
Yes, Ben.
It was meant to come here and retrieve a sigil of mine. And I also need his watch.
If you well, he is in town at the inn. Perhaps he'll come by and grab it from you later.
Very well.
I do not suppose you will be interested in some weapons and armor that we have found.
Maybe I would. I do need some iron. What do you have?
So I tell him I have four short bows.
Okay, this guy.
10 short swords.
This guy with this tiny little.
4 leather armor and a lot of daggers.
I mean, you can just sell everything off at the appropriate price here. That's fine.
Okay.
So you handle every transaction here, and I mean, Gerald is not happy giving away his gold, but he also needs the iron. So he's like, this is like a fair transaction, but he doesn't have an income. He doesn't like. He can't retrieve his gold. It's very finite.
Perhaps we could do some kind of trade of some kind for this.
If you come back with any more materials, yeah, I would have to do something else.
Perhaps we can do a favor. I could supply you with these items or something down the road that may help us.
Say, if you come back giving me materials all the time, I'll make anything you wish from me. No cost.
That sounds acceptable.
Fair enough. But I also need the materials, so it depends on you to get them.
I can arrange that. So this item that you made for Ben.
I still need that watch of his, so he might have to come back here.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna hand them all this loot.
All right. So you sell it. And as you're doing that, Oleander, you have found yourself a place of your own. To be by yourself.
Yeah. I walked over towards like the little cemetery that you have over here.
Yep.
Take a look around. Is anybody nearby?
Give me a perception check.
All right.
Let's see DC 10.
It's a 23.
23. All right. Yeah, you see, there's a guy here. He's coming back from. He has a bow over his shoulder. He's probably like the hunter that Gazan was alluding to. And he's just running back to his hut. That's it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're alone.
Yeah, so Oleander would wait for the guy to pass.
Yeah.
And when he was
Unlocks his
sure that
door
he
and
was-
steps inside. And he's gone.
All right. I would like to try because so when we collect these, what I'm assuming is like the life essence of people,
Mm-hmm.
they don't like go into our inventory. They just disappear into us, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to sit on the ground and I'm going to try to focus like really hard and see if I can conjure or cause it to whatever it is to appear in my hand. And I'm going to guide myself if that helps at all. Like I want to see if I can call it from wherever it is and like suspend it so I can look at it.
All right. Tell me how much platinum do you have?
156.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
And I am casting guidance, so it's going to be 15 plus 2, so 17.
17. In that case, you do conjure the essence in your hands, and it like starts to ooze out of your chest as well. There's a little more than what you expect, but it's like a good shard. It's like almost the size of what could I compare it to? Like it's bigger than a cup. Probably like a little more than the head of a human, like an adult human.
Okay. And is it like a liquid? Is it like a semi-solid? Is it like
Oh,
It
you
is
wish.
ethereal.
gas?
It is
I do not-
glowing though,
was
so you
solid.
can't see through it. But it is ethereal. Like it doesn't have a physical form,
Okay.
but it hovers.
Okay. So I'm going to
Let me actually appear this on the board. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm going to cast detect magic on it.
All right. Detect magic.
And I want to see. Okay, so
Tell me what the spell does.
for the duration, I can sense any magic within 30 feet of me, and I can learn what school of magic, and that's about it. Yeah. So school of magic, and if there's anything within 30 feet of me that's magic.
So, as you cast this, it's like it's a little odd, considering you feel like this should be magical, but you only feel like a tinge of magic binding it to this place here, and the school of magic that you feel is cast upon this entity is enchantment. Give me an Arcana check to see if you can discern why that is.
It's a 9, but
Do you also cast guidance?
no, I'm going to use the thing that I got, the thing that I get to determine what a roll is, and I'm going to give myself a nat 20 from doing
Oh.
the recaps.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself a nat 20 on it.
Okay, sure. In that case, you figure out that the enchantment only binds the souls to this place. Like, it's contained where you can move it and interact with it. Otherwise, it would just see the way. But you don't
Okay.
feel like there's any other magical properties coming from it. It is not magic. Like the entity itself, it's not magical.
This is as far as I got. I don't know what I want to do after this. Okay.
But as you like stare at this drifting entity, like it's like it would be drawn to you, right? But it is lightly being drifted towards where you see the pillar in the distance, back from whence you came.
Okay.
Like very slowly, like an inch per 5 seconds.
Okay. Can I try to reabsorb it?
You reach out and you touch it, and yeah, it starts to just gently shift it back into your wrist.
Okay. All right. Then, yeah. So Oleander will sit out here for a bit longer, kind of questioning everything and that he kind of just learned. And after that, he would probably head back into the tavern and try to get in a long rest.
All right, so you do. And as you pass into the inn again, Bard, are you still asleep?
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
I sent you a message.
I know you did. So you arrive there, and you see that Gerald is just placing Bard down by the chair, by the table here, and giving a little kilt over her shoulders, and then he looks back at you.
Bard's gonna like squeeze tightly around him, not wanting to give up the warmth,
Can you help?
being cold-blooded and all.
She doesn't want to let go, please.
All right. Give him here, and I'll try to take Bard.
No, he's trying to set her down on the chair, but he gently lifts her up and like hands her over to Oleander.
Yeah. I'm assuming you want. Let's go to bed, Bard.
Bard's gonna squeeze tightly over, like around the new warmth.
Yeah, and then I would just kind of.
15's on the other side of the table, and he just like has his boots up on the table and like waves a drink to you. Cheers, mate.
15. I think I saw Esmeralda out by the fountain.
Oh, who cares about
He
her?
wanted to catch up with her again. Yeah, and then Oleander would just take Bard and say good, I guess not good night, but
Good
good
day.
sleep, good day, good whatever it is, and head
Just like,
down.
hey, mate.
Yeah,
And head down under.
give a nod to Gazan as he walks by, and then just head downstairs to.
She returns
You,
it.
you have a
The beds.
kobold clutching onto you tightly, bearing.
I
their
figured
face
as
to your
much.
chest.
Yeah. And then just head down. What is it? It's shift, right? To click and drag?
Left shift, click, yeah.
Alright.
All right, so as you're moving downstairs, let's go back to Zenith. It takes him a while, but actually give me an investigation check to see if like he does have a pearl around. because it's very it's an expensive tool and it's also very hard to come by, like out in the wilds. You might be muted.
Oh, sorry. It's another crit.
Another net 20. Alright.
Yep.
Give me one more during this session. I'm gonna give you an inspiration. Holy fuck.
Investigation?
Yeah. You just rolled that, right?
Now it's a 9.
Okay. So it takes him a while, but you just barely make the cut. And he turns from all of his like cabinets and stuff on the wall. And he comes back. I got this last one, but I would like to have it back once you're done with it.
Thank you, Olfa. I will take care of it dearly.
Now, what can I do for you? Are you gonna head back to that big guy? I have some potions for him.
I will inform him of that.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will wait for him here. I'll leave my door unlocked.
Much obliged. Do you have a pearl by any chance?
I just gave you one.
No, it's inside. It's empty.
What? Like, he looks very out of it. He's very confused now.
Are you sure you put it in?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's in the
I just
component
opened the
pouch.
sack and I just opened the sack and demonstrate it's empty.
He did give you a pearl.
I'm just messing with him.
Yeah, and he is. Give me an advantage to deception check because he's so weirded out now.
It's 19.
19. Okay. You like pierce inside as well, but it's dark in there, and he's not sure what happened. So he like looks back up at you. It was right there, right?
Oh, pardon me, Olfa. It's right here. And then I just stand my arm and my hand behind his ear, and then I produce the pearl, and I say, "Ta-da!"
Oh, you are a magician. Well,
a
a
scholar,
mage.
a scholar of wizardry.
Very well. In that case, I could trust you with it. But don't go out there and die now, would you?
I shall not. Thank you, Olfa.
Well, in that case, I'll have this note prepared for your friend. Take care.
Thank you. Do you, by any chance, know the kingdom of the south?
No.
This workshop. And then I start to look around.
Yep.
It reminds me home.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that it's lively for you.
I remember the times when Oompa just gave me those silly little toys of wood.
Oh, he was a whittler, huh?
He was different from the other drows. He was weaker. He could not wield magic correctly. He was only able to do minor laborial jobs.
Ah, I see. Man of profession.
He was mostly a woodsman. Worked with all sorts of wood.
Now, you say this, but Have you come by your own little ingredients out there?
I've still yet to find them.
If you come by anything interesting, feel free to stop by it again.
I'll note that over.
My name is Varus.
Over is a polite way to say elder one.
Ah. I see. I don't talk to elves very much, so excuse me if the tongue falls on false ears.
That is alright.
Or deaf ears.
I just stand there for a moment, just looking through the window.
You walk outside and just peer through the window.
No, to the window.
Oh, I see.
I look to the window and just gaze at it.
Yep. But you're not leaving.
Thank you for your assistance.
Ah, okay. And you
I
step
shall take my
outside,
leave now. Yep.
and as you do, we will continue with Eric.
I would like, after speaking with the blacksmith and giving him all the items, I would like to.
Sorry. Before we move, do I need to add that to my inventory?
I need to add what?
Do I need to add those into my inventory?
Yes. The pearl and the component pouch.
All right. That's on equipment or a backpack.
It's up to you. But a component pouch will probably not hold a very large assortment of items. It is, as you say, only for components. So that could mean like a tool or two, or maybe just like full of like branches and pearls and whatever you have. Small items.
Oh, that's a different tab. Interesting. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, Eric?
Yeah, so I give him all the items, and I ask could you point me to Ferrist's shop?
The dwarf lives down by the, I think it's the fountain, next to the fountain. That's all I can really
thank
say.
you.
I don't think he has a sign outside his door. Probably should get one.
Yes. Thank you.
Send you
And
DM Envo.
Okay.
And if I find any materials, I will make sure that you get some. And then I take my leave, and I kind of head towards the fountain.
There was just one. Okay, yeah, you do.
Do I know which which building it is?
As you're walking down by the fountain, seeing if it's stepping out of the house of this place.
I'm just holding tightly the pouch near my chest.
So I go up to Zenith, and I'm like, so is this Ferrist's shop?
I just snap from my how do you say it? My trance-like state and just look confused to you. What?
I said, is this Varus' shop?
Yes, that's just a little bit ahead.
Seem confused
It's
there.
Ben.
Holy shit! Hey, your mistress is waiting for you by the water fountain.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
No worries.
There's
no
no
worries.
such thing as late. It's always on point.
It's just a downtime session anyway.
All right. Did I miss? Can I get a short recap?
You all arrived at the
Everybody's
town. The prisoners have been tended to. Everyone is like just taking a break, getting prepared for the next adventure.
All right.
Yep, I finally got myself a component pouch with a pearl.
Wait, how long? How many in-game days has passed by now?
Since you arrived,
two.
two, yeah.
2.
Like
Okay.
total though, from when we like at the tower, not from being back in the town, just in general. And, like, the whole
Yeah, you know
campaign, 2
that
days.
that weird like dream you had, like the group hallucination. That does not count.
Okay. No, I was wondering how many days passed since we left town.
Since you left town,
Yeah, when we went to the encampment.
barely a day, I would say.
Okay.
Like 20 hours maybe.
All right.
Yes. So I proceed to the door, and as I walk to the door, I just kind of like bump into Zenith.
Okay, he's pushing you aside, Zenith.
Wait, but didn't we just talk?
Yeah, and he's being disrespectful to you.
I just let him in. I fall to the ground.
You just knock him over.
But as you do, you notice that I am slightly crying.
Oh.
I kind of turn at him and I'm like, "Pull yourself together, man."
Now you see
just-
3 tears.
I just touch my own right cheek, and I notice that I'm in this state. And I just look at the side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over him, and I'm just gonna like kind of like manhandle him and just kind of like pick him up on his feet, and I'm like,
Holy fuck! So much aggression.
oh, he's a drow.
True. I mean, it is justified lore-wise.
And I'm like, Zenith, pull your shit together. Go to bed.
I suppose you're right. It's just, I feel so tired. All of those kids.
Well, nothing you can do about it. And then
In a
I
way-
just kind of like,
In a way, they remind me how lonely I was before.
well, it could be worse. You could have been a slave.
I just stare at him with silence.
That would be a good way to leave.
Yeah, so yeah, I leave.
So you do.
And then I go to the door and I just kind of knock on it.
I proceed to
Doors
take my
open.
leave as well.
You step inside.
And then I'm like, hello, you were going to make me some potions from the undead husks.
Give me a second here. Zenith, you walk back to where?
To the bar.
To the bar. Alright, so you do. We're gonna continue with you afterwards. Okay. Yes, I have some interesting examples here. And he says that as he's like writing down on his note, like looking a little haphazardly back at you. And then he like takes it and he like taps his chin a little bit. Now, I was not very successful with most of them, so a lot of it was wasted. But I think I sparked a little reaction during my last 3 potions. But what they do, I have no clue. One of them I used wildflowers. I tried to freeze them, I tried to burn them, I tried to grind them down. Well, with some moss as well. But I have no clue what they do, and I would not recommend that you eat them. You know, the husker wild things.
Yes, I am quite aware.
So, whenever you get the chance to experiment with these, go ahead. And he puts down 3 bottles on the table and looks at you. I did make 9, but 6 of them were unsuccessful.
That's fine. Maybe I will just take one sometime and then hope for the best.
I would only recommend it if you were on your wit's end.
Maybe my companion, the drow, can figure out what these do.
Maybe.
Is there anything I could perhaps find for you along the travels?
Well, if you can't buy any other weird-looking materials, I would like to experiment with them. This world yields many secrets. I'd like to uncover them.
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you.
And thank you for these mystery potions.
You're welcome, friend. Now don't drink them.
Okay, thank you. And then I proceed to leave.
Very well.
Hey, take a look at the VC. Oh, the text.
Yeah.
Channel.
Then
I
I
know.
kind of make my way back to the bar, and as I pass by, what is her name? Esmeralda. I just kind of look at her and give her a wink.
And she lifts an eyebrow at you, but she doesn't move. She's just looking out into the water of the fountain. Okay. Eric, you're not coming back just yet. Zenith comes back first.
The bar, yep.
Yes. And as you enter, you see that most of the inn has now cleared out. But Gerald, Gassan, and Ben are still here. Ben is swigging a drink. So, Ben, give me a Constitution saving throw. DC 5.
Saving throws, Constitution.
Yep.
Got a 12.
12? Okay. You're unaffected by the drink.
Drunk man.
All right. How many people is in the inn right now?
There are no tokens for the townsfolk, but you have the tokens for all the other important people. There are about 6 present.
Yeah, of the important people. When you say there's no tokens for the rest,
Yeah,
does
there's
that
only
mean the
like
inn
3
is,
other
filled
present.
up with like.
There's only like 3 others who are still getting used to being freed.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, and I guess in that case I'll just enjoy my drink.
Zenith walks through the door. What do you do, Zenith?
Greetings.
Steps up to you.
Pleasure.
Come,
I woke up.
Sit down. Have a drink.
I woke up. I woke up and beside him, still holding the component pouch to my chest tightly.
The what pouch?
Component pouch.
He has a waist belt. Well, a waist. What's it called? A bag.
So, Gina, we haven't talked much. What's in the bag?
A cat.
I get the reference. This is a component pouch. Mostly used for spells.
I see. Now, what spells can you do?
Quite some. I'm still learning.
As am I. Sit down. Have a drink with me.
I'm already by your side.
Yeah, but you're not sitting down. You're just standing
I
up
thought
and staring
you were
at him.
Oh, I'm just standing up to his side. Then, as you say it, I finally sit down.
And I I snap my fingers twice, getting the barkeep's attention. Bartender,
Bernhard is looking your way.
pour me a beer, ale, please. One for my friend here.
Sure. Gerald is moving up to the table to get it for you. Like, he doesn't have anything else to do, so he's just like helping out. He's a good-hearted man. Alright, so at this moment, Eric, you would approach the front of the inn. You step inside?
I step inside, yes. And I will I'm gonna head downstairs.
Alright.
And do I see Bard? Where do I see Bard?
Oleander and Bard, give me a description of what you're doing downstairs.
You can see like little horns poking out from like blanket. Bard's sleeping in Oleander's bed for warmth.
They're sharing a small bed together. Thank goodness that kobolds are small,
Okay,
otherwise there would not be place
down
enough.
there and I'm gonna take one of my ropes and then I'm going to bind Bard to the bed. Tie him to the bed.
You're gonna bind him to Oleander as well, because he's in the same, like, they're probably like cradling up against one another.
God damn it, Eric!
Yes, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay!
God damn it!
It was like some weird BDSM shit.
Do you want me to do some kind of roll or something? See
So
how good I tie it.
honestly, I think you
Oleander
roll.
would not allow it. If you attempted to try to tie Bard to Oleander, Oleander would, I'm assuming, wake up.
I
And
think, Eric, you need to give me a.
You could still throw it
You,
to see if you wake them.
Eric, give me a sleight of hand check versus both of their perception checks to see if they have the sensory condition to wake up.
Well, it's a good thing I'm proficient in sleight of hand. 24.
24. You gotta beat a 24, otherwise you don't wake up.
Oh, right.
This is gold. You're both involuntary, like, BDSM victims at this point.
Oh, Leander.
That's so weird.
Oh boy.
It looks like I tied it.
Oleander and Barb, did you get anything? What do you get?
I got
I rolled a
22.
15.
22? Oh!
Yeah.
Like, you feel a little more restrained. You probably think that Bart is just coddling you, like, real tight.
I have no comments.
Bard, what do you get?
I got a 15, so yeah.
Oh, you're just comfortable.
Oh yeah. Warm blankets are the best.
Oh my goodness. Eric, you successfully bind the two together in the bed. They're now stuck to it.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna I'm just sort of gonna go to this bed over here, and I'm just gonna fall asleep.
Revenge has been gotten.
Yeah, he did. He did get revenge for the eyebrow thing.
Yes. Alright, so above the place, what is happening between all of you? Zenith and Ben.
I'm still waiting for this guy to come back with the beer.
Junior comes back with the beer, and he hands to both of you
Wait, this
bills.
this is Junior?
Yeah.
This is Junior getting my beer?
Yes. Oh, and
I throw him
Eric,
a coin and say, good lad.
Ben, Eric walked up to you and he slapped you across the face while you weren't here, and then he threatened to take the sword away from you.
Who slapped my face?
Eric.
Oh, I wish I would have known that when I saw him walking in a second ago.
Yeah,
Your
he
time
took
will come.
he
Your time
took
will come,
JJ's
Eric.
sword. He took JJ's sword from you.
Took my sword?
Yeah, the one that you stole from Junior.
Oh, good luck. I don't have that anymore. I don't have that sword. That sword is hidden in that one lady's house.
Oh, you hid it
Give me
there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can't take that.
All right, so
I guess that doesn't I guess that didn't happen then.
he just said, "Nah, I don't have it."
Yeah.
But that also
And I
just
pulled-
means,
I-
where the
I
fuck
pulled
did
out
you
my
put it?
I pulled out my trench coat, like really showing all my pockets. Like, no.
Okay, so Gerald is handing you your drinks, and he just stares you down from across the table.
I throw him. I give him a heart warming smile, and I say, "Good lad," and throw him a gold coin.
He takes it, but he just stares at you. There's tension in the air.
I completely ignore it. And I turn to Zenith. So, cheers, mate.
Yes.
Now, about your spells. You said you're learning.
Great sound effect.
Give me a second. I am choosing 3 spells that I can learn right now, and depending on the outcome of this conversation, I will learn one.
Well, okay. The thing is, Zenith, I was curious if you knew how to read symbols or runes. Because I'm still quite curious about the runes on the altar in the tower.
I am aware of some of the old runes, but that's basically limited by my understanding of some of the languages. Or simply saying, there would be Orc, Celestial, and Abyssal.
Orc, Celestial, and Abyssal. And Common too, I assume.
That is the one we are speaking right now.
And none of the words made sense to you up in the tower.
Some of them, yes. I could only have a grasp of some of the words.
Well, and I slam the table, stand up, and I say, we should find someone in town who knows linguistics.
Both of you
Is
give me
there
a
such a
Constitution
person?
saving throw.
Well, who? Me?
Yeah, both of you. Seeing if DC
Oh.
5,
Got a 10.
Ben, DC 10. Yeah. So, meets beats, you're tipsy. You're just
DC5?
barely drunk. Barely drunk. Yeah, DC 5, so Constitution saving throw. To see if you're knocked out from just one drink. This is Ben's second drink.
Embo,
Yeah?
this is my third crit.
You're above drinking.
But I have a disadvantage of 1. So it's minus 1. But it was a crit.
Sure, yeah.
What? Do I
Oh.
just gulp down the whole thing and doesn't take the
No, you're just
hit?
drinking with Ben.
and
Oh,
don't
and-
feel the side effects?
There are no side effects. You are unaffected.
Before I leave, I say, stop with the sour face, Junior. And then I throw him 10 gold coins.
You know, I would like my sword back soon, right? He like calls out.
Ah, you shall have it. No worries.
Good, good.
I have 15. How much I throw him? 11 gold coins. You should have plenty money to buy yourself a new sword, no?
No, it's my father's work.
Yes. Your father's an excellent blacksmith. And I'm sure he can produce a new one for you.
So as you're about to step outside, there's a familiar face coming through the door as you're talking to Junior.
Oh, I just want to say before I step outside, I did deploy my. I have a spell here. Never mind. I thought I had a spell where it's like a. Never mind.
Okay.
I walk outside.
Ben, give me a deception check, and I'm gonna give Esmeralda advantage on an insight check, because she would probably notice that something is up with her building while you've been gone.
I got a 25.
25. All right. Well, she is not noticing a thing, so she comes up beside you and like taps you on the shoulder. Hey, honey.
Esmeralda, so nice to see you again. I give her a good hug, like I'm really happy to see her.
And she
you're so
smiles
full of
back,
shit.
but she is also like leaning. She can't. You wrap your arms around her arms, so she can't even like reach back and like hug you.
It's like in a suplex.
Wow. Someone's happy to see me.
Am I glad to see your face?
Yeah. So I heard that there's a lot of new people here in town, but I have misplaced my silks and stuff, so I wish I could do more for them.
Yes, I am quite a hero. I have freed all these people by myself, brought them to town. Now, Esmeralda, come on in, sit down, have a drink.
Thank
I throw
you.
her a gold coin too.
I could do without money, thank you. I'm not your common whore.
Of course not. And then I leave.
Did you just leave after sitting her down? She like just looks at you very like weirdly as you just leave afterwards.
And I walk back in. I slam the door open.
Okay, and
I go.
she's now looking at Gerald, and Gerald looks back at you, and then the door opens and look back at you again.
Yeah, and I yell. You guys, do you know if there's any linguistics experts in town?
No. Varys knows
magicians
two
then?
language, but I think that's it.
No magicians then?
No.
Ah, well, thank you for trying. And I walk back out with Zenith.
Is he serious?
I follow him behind with a face of what the heck?
And I lean in close to Zenith. And I reveal the fact that I stole a bunch of shit from her house.
Oh,
I just give him a bruv face.
bro.
Well, Zenith, no sour face. Come on. We have things to do.
I have no comment on this.
What do you move? The rest of your team is downstairs and sleeping now.
I think I've decided my spell.
Okay.
Is that in character or out of character?
Yeah, what do you want me to do with that? That's the...
No, I'm talking to you, Anvil, because I need your help with this.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you need my my recommendations, or what are you asking?
Yeah, I just want you to know what this will bring to the.
Prestidigitation is really good. Like, you can use it like anywhere. It's like really good for role-playing opportunities. Mind illusion, if you also have that, but that requires some imagination of your own.
I already chose. It's gonna be this one.
Otherwise, some damaging spells would also be fine. Like
I sent your DM.
something with a side effect, you know, rather than just plain damage.
I sent your DM.
What is the name of it? You cut the title out.
Dang it.
He doesn't want to tell us.
Oh,
Yes, because it's.
oh, I see. I mean, you can choose any creature below a CR rating. So
Right.
it's up to you. You can go around Scour or Google for any, like, you know, creatures.
Right.
So you just ponder this as you walk outside. Ben, what are you doing? You're probably leading him.
Yep.
Because I don't know which buildings are in town, but do we have like an esoterica or something like that?
What would that be?
What it is?
Yeah, an esoteric.
Oh, that's where like clairvoyant people are hanging out. You know, people with crystal balls and.
There's Varys, but he's the only, like, competent in that.
That's where
sort
the
of way.
scam people live.
That's my people. Who's Varys? Where's Varys?
Varys was the dwarf.
Oh. Do I
It's
know where he
funny. I
lives?
actually have a D&D character named Varys in another campaign.
All right. What do you do?
But do I know where he lives? Because if not, then I'm just going door
Probably
to door
not.
knocking.
Probably not. But
Alright.
Zenith has just
Then I'll
been
just
there.
start-
But you're not asking him.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
No, but how do I actually know that Varys? How do I know this about Varys? Because I haven't talked to Varys ever. So I suppose
I don't know.
am just
I
gonna
don't
go
think
from
you
door
do.
to door because I don't.
Give me
Yeah, I don't know,
an
actually.
intelligence check. Let's just say DC 10. If above, then you know.
It's a 6. so I don't know.
No. You're just wandering around aimlessly, and seeing if Ben is just leading you around town without like heading at all. You like pass.
I am starting from one corner of town, so like
Okay.
let's say the northern side or whatever, and
So-
then like making my way past every building.
Yeah,
knocking on
you're
doors.
just peering inside every like window you come by, and seeing if this guy is like, he's probably like thinking about thieving stuff with the way he's acting.
You have no clue where you're going, huh? Don't you?
Not exactly, but there's only so many buildings in town.
We could probably ask Ufa Varys about this.
Varys, you say?
Yes.
Who is Varys? Oh, the dwarf. Yes. Do you have
I
any idea
recently
where
visited
Varys?
him.
Ah, so you know where he is. Can you take me to him?
Rightfully so. I guide him along.
So you do.
Finally, I put the component pouch to my side. On my belt.
Okay. The door is
then
locked when you
I-
approach.
And then I approach to Varys' house.
Okay.
Well, I give it a quick 3 taps.
Oleander, I need to see the house.
Okay. There's no noises coming from inside.
Is anyone home?
Still no noises coming from inside.
Ufa Varys? I said a little bit louder.
I'm at this point. I'm starting to walk around the house, looking in the windows.
Okay, you look into the window. There's nobody there. At least not that you can see within the window here.
Do I see another window on the other side, maybe?
Yeah, you walk around the building and you see that the dwarf has crawled into bed.
I give him. This time I knock like hella loud. No, actually, I have. I have something called prestidigitation,
Yeah.
which can make a instantaneous harmless sensory effects. Sensory should, so I can make like a noise, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I make the noise of like something really loud, like a plate falling down from the table and shattering across the floor.
Well, I don't think like you can cause a sensory effect. That means like you can make him feel like something is touching him, or maybe something is blowing, or maybe you can snuff out a candle, but that's about it.
Ah. Can
Otherwise,
I,
a minor illusion would be that spell.
And I make him have the sensation of like 1,000 feathers tickling him.
Okay, he's like. Not effective.
Now Ben is starting to get 15 is starting to get annoyed, and he's like knocking loudly on the window.
Okay.
I just walk up to him and say,
Oh, that's a nat 20. He wakes up. What?
What do you think you're doing?
I ignore Zenith, and then I point at Varys to the door.
What the hell?
Go unlock the door right now.
Whoa,
That's
whoa.
what I'm motioning.
Oh my goodness. Paralysis
woke
demon
up
is coming
to
to my house.
I walk up to the door, just apologizing. I'm
He's
so
looking very
sorry,
groggy
Ufa.
now, but he's there. What is
So
it?
sorry, Ufa. I'm so sorry, Ufa. It's just that this. I look at him and then look back at Varys. We need help.
Oh, make it quick, please. And he's like swaving. He's like so groggy.
Yes, quick, we'll make it. Pleasure to meet you. I am 15. I reach out my hand and smile.
Get to the point,
It's a very pressing matter. Let's go inside and talk.
please. All right, you walk inside.
I just give a look of disapproval to him and step inside.
Okay.
I lean in close. Shh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, so he steps inside and goes to actually his bed. He's so tired he just wanted to lay down.
So, Varys is it, yeah? Varys, pleasure to meet you. I'm 15. I don't believe we've actually talked. Thing is, we are trying to figure out something with runes, and I'm told you are the smart one in town. You speak multiple languages, no?
Dwarf, common. I've heard some Sylvan. What is it? What do you need me to translate?
There is this. We've stumbled upon this altar, and it has multiple languages written on the side, and I'm really curious if anyone could decipher, or maybe you could point us to another person in town, maybe that could.
I don't know. I don't know if there are any other. Have you tried the new guys in town?
We could try then and let you be on your rest. I give a look of anger to him.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Varys, I was also curious. Do you have maybe a crystal ball in here?
I gave the he like points to a scene of a pearl, I think. That's about it.
Well, thank you for your time. We'll be off.
Good. We're ready to come back
Sleep well,
tomorrow,
and I
but
smile.
please, man, let me sleep.
Of course. And as I'm walking out the door, just before leaving, I ash on the ground from my cigar.
So you do. And he crawls back in bed as you do. He's not even locking his door at this point. He can't be bothered.
You are just unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what do you do from here?
Let us find these people that he mentioned.
Yes, we should. However, I am thinking that they maybe require some rest or some sleep. They have just gotten back to town.
I suppose so.
We should try them in the morning. Do you agree?
Yes. This is the time that we should rest as well. We had lots.
I agree. And I start heading over to Esmeralda's house. Like I own the place.
Okay. This scene after you follow him?
I just follow him, but with pouty stumps.
Oh, see, this is where I live.
You say that and you try and like take the door, but the door's locked.
Really?
Rip on you.
Yes. I just I must have my keys here somewhere.
You try and look for keys, but you don't have anything on you.
No, but I will stand here looking for the keys until Zenith is leaving. Like, I will just make up time. I will just stand here checking the same 3 pockets over and over again.
Give me a deception check versus Zenith's insight.
I have an 18.
I got a 20.
Like he seems like he's looking for something, sure, but there's definitely something up. Like he's taking a lot of time and just doing nothing with it.
Well,
I cross my
sleep
arms.
Tight, sleep tight, Zenith. It's a pleasure.
I cross my arms, and it would seem you've forgotten where you put it.
No. I have him here. just looking. Well, sleep tight, Zenith. It has been a pleasure. I believe the inn over there, and I'm pointing, has some beds that maybe you could sleep in.
The hospital also has beds to sleep.
Lovely. You should head there then. I will see you in the morning.
It's the worst lie
At
to
this
get the outcome that you want.
At this point, I am taking off my boots and checking for the keys in the boots.
I raise an eyebrow.
I'm trying to shush him away a little bit, like shoo him. Go on, Zenith. I will get in here. No need to worry. Even the top hat comes off. I'm checking for the key in the top hat.
Give me another deception check and seeing if you're inside. But this time you get advantage.
Another
net
18.
one.
18.
I got a net 1, but it turns into a 9.
Zenith, 15 is full of shit.
Clearly, when is he not?
Nice key you have produced there. I say sarcastically.
Aha! There it is! Found it! And I pull something out of my pocket. You can't see what it is. And I throw it on the ground and it turns into like smoke. And when the smoke is cleared, I am inside in the window looking out.
Wait, you're inside the building? How?
Yes. Because I have Misty Step, which is teleportation.
Ah.
He misty stepped through the keyhole.
Okay, so you look through the door on the other side. Zenith, he's
Peeking out
gone.
of the corner of the window.
He's just
I'm
fucking
just-
gone.
Smiling and waving to Zenith.
I'm just having the same raised eyebrow look.
Just look at each other.
You can't hear what I'm saying because of the closed door and window and stuff, but you can see my mouth is saying something.
There's no glass. It is actually air, but it is buried off. So, like, if you're talking, you can definitely hear.
Okay, I'm in the window saying, good night, sleep tight, Zenith. It's been a
And then you hear
pleasure.
him screaming because he climbs into bed with Esmeralda.
Oh, she's in the inn right now.
Oh, is she?
She is.
Boy, I'm sure that'll go well when she sees you sleeping in her bed.
Yeah, and at this point, I have gotten impatient about Zenith, so I'm just walking downstairs into bed, into Esmeralda's bed.
Okay. Zenith, what do you do?
Absolutely unbelievable. I tried to check all the windows and doors if I can get in.
It's still locked. He didn't unlock it.
Is there any other way I can get in?
Doesn't
Apparently
appear
there's
so
no
unless you
window.
break it open.
Did you say there was no glass in the window?
No,
You could just climb through there.
but it's buried off. You see all the... what's it called? All the iron bars.
Oh.
How am I gonna proceed like this?
Are you standing out there all night waiting for me to come back out?
It seems like so. I can't continue unless he does something.
I'm trying to figure out what to do here because I don't want to break anything, but at the same time, I want to break in.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna roll. Give me a second here. Okay, nothing happens.
Thank God. You rolled for Esmeralda to come home. I know it.
All right, I'm gonna try to cast Firebolt on the lock.
There's fireballs!
You're burning Esmeralda's house down.
Roll
No,
to hit.
just on just on the lock of the door, but with a.
Okay, so you're
lesser
giving it a
strength.
precise doing
Yeah, just enough
burning it.
so he can open the door.
Very well. Give me a disadvantaged firebolt. Roll to hit.
That's 24.
24. Okay, yeah. You melt the lock, but as you realize it soon after, when you try and like take the door, you just broke the lock, but now the door can't even open. You ruined the lock, but it's stuck in the locked position.
Wait, I'm confused.
The door is now barricaded. It can't be opened.
Wait, but I aim at the lock.
Yes.
And it's in lock position?
Yep,
You
it is
destroyed
still
the
locked.
lock, so it's fused shut.
Okay, so is it still hot?
Yes, yes.
All right, I will cast Frostbite on it.
Okay. It is now weakened.
It hits instantaneously. It just needs a Constitution throw of 14.
It's a static object, so it works. Objects don't have constitutions.
No?
No. So yeah, you weaken it. It's now frosted over.
I kick the door, the lock.
And the lock just breaks apart and you open the door. 15, there's a lot of noise coming outside.
15 is soundly asleep downstairs.
You just hear a wooden sound effect.
Sure.
I step in.
So you do?
I will look around.
It's quite a fine place. There's some mirrors. You haven't seen any of the mirrors here. There's some
I'm searching
dressers,
for 15.
shelves, and he's not present in the house. It appears. But you see there's a trapdoor on the floor.
Approach it and investigate it.
It's not locked.
Open.
You open it, and you see a staircase leading down into a small cellar.
That bastard. I step down.
You step down into the cell, and you see 15 is in the bed. What the fuck is happening, man?
That's supposed to be snoring noises.
I get behind 15 and cast a firebolt on his butt.
Roll to hit. With advantage.
It's an 18.
Does an 18 beat you?
In my armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it beats me. I get hit.
Your asshole is singed.
I just jump out of bed. What the fuck? Instantly I'm loaded crossbow pointing at Zenith. Zenith? The hell are you doing down here?
You just see me with my left arm on my waist and my right arm with my index upwards. The point of it just in incandescent light. And I'm just staring at you with that same look from before.
15. You need to take 1 damage from this. Like it was concentrated. It wasn't supposed to hurt you, but you still take damage.
Zenith, do you mind explaining what you're doing here?
Do you?
You broke into my house. You burnt my asshole. Explain yourself.
About fire hole.
I want to not deception.
What is happening?
Is it perception or insight against deception?
If he's trying to deceive you, you roll insight. But otherwise, what are you trying to look for?
Just to prove him that he's wrong and is just BSing me.
Yeah, give me another insight then. Ben, give me a deception with disadvantage. Because you're in a really awkward position right now.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I got a 10, but at this point, Ben is reaching into his pocket.
Did you sleep with your
And-
clothes on?
What, you don't?
I thought I did.
Okay.
I suppose I didn't.
Very well.
Alright, shit. Well, I still have no. Fuck. Yeah, wait, I have my golden pocket watch hanging around my neck then. And I hold on to it. I can add a D4 roll, potentially turning a roll into a success. So my 10, I can roll a D4 and then I add that to it. Is that correctly understood?
One more time?
Because I have my Pact of Talisman, which
Yeah.
when a wearer fails an ability check, you can add a D4 roll, potentially turning your roll into a success. So I roll a D4 now and add that to my 10.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it sounds like it's
No?
like a guidance,
Yeah.
like an at-will guidance after the math.
Very well. Go ahead.
Which turns my 10 into a 12.
But he still scored 13, wasn't it?
Then I do it again.
I don't think you can do it again.
I can do twice before a long rest.
Sure.
And then now I scored a 15. So he has to believe me. Believe me, Zenith.
Zenith, that is so awkward here. You're not sure what to believe, but something is definitely wrong. But you're not sure if you have it right.
So let me get this straight. We just came to this unexplored and unknown city, and the residents just decided to give you a house for free on the first day that we came in.
No, Zenith, you're misunderstanding the situation. I am in a very deep and loving relationship with Esmeralda. And we are kind of like a couple. We're kind of married at this point. So like we share everything. And she shared her house with me.
In
And
one
so
day.
I live. Yeah, and I live here now. Yes.
Deception check from you, and inside again.
Got a 25.
25.
18.
Like he's very out of it, but you can definitely tell that he's saying the truth. Like he firmly believes it.
And from this first day that you met her, you both already are in engagement.
Cine, why exactly am I explaining myself to you after you've burnt my asshole to a crisp? Get out of my house.
That was your luck, not your. I say with the quote unquote with my fingers, your house.
Hold up. Someone just walked in. Give me 10 seconds.
Roll for deception.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this?
Alright, what I miss?
Nothing.
Yo,
Nothing.
chill.
So, Zenith, he's still trying to explain that you should leave. What do you do?
Alright, sorry.
Well, if it is your house, it is more than okay if I just spend the night with you. Is it not?
Oh!
Oh,
What do you think, Ben?
I'm casting charm.
Oh!
Oh, but there's
Does
a thing.
he know? Does he know?
Probably not.
Probably
did-
not.
like-
I don't know what I'm supposed to know, but
He doesn't know.
Oh, right, yeah.
No. Let him.
Yeah. Go ahead and spend a spell slot on that.
yes. Cast. Yes.
So the spell goes off. You feel that you have been cast a spell upon, Zenith. And you know what kind of spell it is, but what do you do with that information?
I need to DM you this. Oops, no. I sent to another person. Lol.
Am I about to die? Like, what? What is happening here?
Okay,
What-
yeah. You get
What
advantage.
do you think?
So, give me... Yeah, you need to roll, what's it called? Wisdom. A wisdom saving throw. But you have advantage.
It's at 17.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you beat it. You feel the spell come on you, but it is unaffected. But, Ben, you don't know that. You just cast a spell on him. You tried to charm him.
I feel the quote unquote hit on my being, but I quickly understand what sorts of magical properties this is. And because of that, I pretend to be charmed.
And I'm calmly just telling you to walk home and sleep.
Oh, this is your house, 15?
Yes, absolutely.
It looks so beautiful. How did you get it?
I just told you. Now. Go sleep.
Right. I do need to sleep. And then I proceed to lay on the bed that he's in.
He walks over to the other side and just lays down to rest.
Shoot my crossbow straight into his face.
You shoot at him!
I'm kidding. Okay, I get into bed and I just push him down.
As you get to bed,
He
As you
gets
get to
into bed
bed-
with you, and then he
I get
pushes
to
you
bed, I
down. Give me an athletics check. Seeing if you can
but-
roll either athletics or acrobatics here.
as he gets to bed, and as he's going to push me, I just hold him to be close to me. And then I say, "Are you not gonna kiss me goodnight, intruder?"
I slap him across the face.
Is that a damage?
No. I don't consider slaps a punch.
Nah.
You guys start fighting? And somebody walks downstairs.
No shit.
Oh,
What?
boy.
I just look at him and say, "You villain!" And then we start to just wrestle. But but the thing is, from the perspective of the stairs, it looks like something else.
Oh my god. This is what happens when we get downtime.
So Esmeralda comes downstairs and she's like halfway down the fucking stairs. She looks over and she goes, and she sees
No, you be home this early.
She's just like, what the fuck are you doing in my bed?
she's like
And
looks
then we
back at you guys as you're whistling. She just fucking blushes.
And then we just stop, but we are on a weird position, and we look back at her, and I'm just have this big eyes.
She just stares.
And a long pause, silence.
Then she walks back upstairs.
Honey. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, great.
I just kick 15 out of the bed, and I just walk to the stairs.
Yeah, I'm staying in bed.
Well, I mean, you're on the floor now. You got kicked out of bed.
Why? Hold on. When I try to shove Zenith out the bed, it doesn't work, but he can like defend, but I can't stay in bed.
No, just push you to the side.
Yeah, but you needed to give me an athletics and acrobatics check in order to like stay in bed.
Okay. I'll do an acrobatics. 18.
And Zenith, acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay.
It's 13.
Okay. What did you get again? 15? I'm having so many like thoughts right now.
18.
18. Okay. So seeing if you get pushed out of the bed, you stand up, and you say you walk towards the stairs.
Yeah, I just walked to catch up with Esmeralda. You are complete disaster.
Look who's talking.
The
And I
men are
push
yelling
one of-
as Zenith comes back upstairs, and she's just like,
God, Ben is such a
actually,
bottom.
Esmeralda is gone. She's not at the house.
I just straight up down one of my red bottles of red wine.
Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
We're talking one chuck.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. You maintain your tipsy state.
Ben is the bottom in the relationship.
Oh my goodness.
Where am I? I can't see Oleander.
Yeah, you're in the house. Upstairs.
Okay,
You're
I
alone.
want to. She left the house.
Yeah, the door's open.
I just face palms and tries to fix the broken lock that I destroyed by reforming the more or so original form it was
Okay.
with my firebolt.
Okay. In that
Actually,
case,
it would be kind of burning hands because I'm using my hands. But
you're trying
detail.
to fix the lock, but it's shattered. Okay, honestly, give me a. Just roll a d20, and it has to be a nat 20.
What roll?
Just a d20. Like any roll, but it has to be a nat 20. Because you completely shattered it.
It's
That checks out.
well,
Did you get a nat
She
20?
burned the house down.
No.
that's
He got a
No.
crit though. It wasn't
Gotta-
a success.
Wait,
it was a 1.
you rolled a nat 1?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, burn the house down with him in it. Come on, that's great.
I'm fucking sorry. I'm facepalming right now.
Well, I mean, Ben is a tiefling, so he has fire resistance.
Yeah, but somehow you managed to make Esmeralda hate you more than me, which is an accomplishment in itself.
Zenith, perception check.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. You don't realize it until it's very close to you, but Gazan is walking up with Esmeralda right beside her.
Oh snap! You in trouble?
And now they see that you set fire to the house, and they're like, "Oh my god! What have you done?" And Gazan runs over to like the farmhouse, so she takes a lot longer than she needs to. And Esmeralda's just screaming out of the house and like holding her head. "Ah!"
I just have this slow, cranky movement of my head looking at Esmeralda and then at the house. Oh dear.
Ben, you just
Ben has no clue at all,
Yeah.
which makes it great.
Ben, what are you doing?
I suppose I'm trying to sleep. Yeah, I just downed a bottle of red wine to like fall asleep quicker.
You don't notice anything because there's the fucking like trapdoor's shut.
And he's blackout drunk.
Yeah, I was planning to get blackout drunk so I could fall asleep.
Oh my
Jesus
god! Oh my god!
I don't know. I mean, the good news is he might be safe in the basement.
What have you done? Okay, sure. It takes a while, but Gazan comes and like with some buckets and she like throws you one, just like almost slams you over with the bucket. And she says, "Get to work!" And she starts running back and forth with some buckets to try and put out the fire. And Esmeralda is just fucking defeated.
Emphasis on try.
I would try to cast frostbite on the point of origin of the fire.
It only works where there's water.
Hmm?
It only works where there's water.
Well, didn't they just brought a bucket of water?
Yeah. It only works
Oh,
where
wait,
there's
where
been
did
cast
see this
water.
coming?
No, I meant on the house.
Yeah, but it only works where there's water on the house.
And there's none.
Yeah, because ice has nowhere to stick to, and it only it can only die down to temperature. It doesn't put out the flames.
Oh, that's just great because I have nothing on my kit to solve this. Maybe I do have something,
I hope
15.
Jack is ready
But-
to make a new character.
but I need an opinion of you about this, Envo.
Yeah.
I need an opinion about this. If this can actually work in the way that I'm intending
Yeah.
to do. Where are you, Envo? I can't find you. There we are.
This fucking session has been a disaster.
Yeah, it has.
It's not what I expected. I'll
And
fucking tell you that much.
And we were supposed to be on this safe place.
Honestly, sure, that could work. That could work out a lot. Like you could save part of the house, but the door is definitely broken down, and there's like a large hole in the house now.
Okay, so I'll probably cast this. It's the second one, not the first.
Okay.
Let me just take a look real quick. What is somatic?
That is
Or
just
I could
your
clean-
hand
Movements with
motions.
your hands. Well, our movement in general, to be honest. Like,
Oh, okay, so movement, gesture, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast absorb elements.
ooh, nice.
Where's that clown
I
music
open-
that's fucking perfect for this right now?
Oh, is there music playing? No.
No, so I open my tome, and I start to do like kind of like fire bending gestures, kind of like the Avatar. And then I start to pull some of the flames towards my chest. Do I need to hit it or affect it, Envo, or is it just a hit?
No. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna make you roll for this. You
You have
have
a duration of one round. How do we take this in RP standards?
I mean, you
6
just
seconds, no?
yeah,
A round is 6 seconds.
yes,
That's what's one turn in combat,
yeah.
I was told.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm doing that. I have my tome on my hand, and then I drop to the floor while I do there's hand movements where it's just kind of like Tai Chi movements that
Tai Chi.
yeah, like kind of like Tai Chi, but it's pulling the flames towards my chest,
Yeah, and
slowing the flames down.
the flames are not spreading anymore. They're being drawn towards you. Some of it goes out because it has nowhere else to go. But as Kazan is dumping the last of the water over the building, there's only like a tiny flame left. So it's contained now.
There you go. How's that for you, WaWor?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for the musical. And with another bucket soon after, the flames are gone, but also the door and part of the roof.
It's just gone.
Yeah.
I start finishing by gesturing to the side with my left hand on the back, and the right hand just swaying a little bit while I puff a little of smoke from my mouth and nostrils, letting out a big sign.
And Gazan moves up and like punches you your shoulder. Not too hard, but definitely hard enough to like make you know that you're messed up severely.
And then I just do the same cranky, slow movement of my head towards him.
He's downstairs, right? Esmeralda nods. Zero walks over and climbs downstairs. And she sees that Ben is in his bed. Ben, there's some smoke going on. Give me a perception check now that the hatch has been opened.
Perception. I got a 4.
You don't know the shit.
No, I'm blacked out.
Gazan just comes over to you, and she takes you by the tail, and just drags you out of the bed. Like, she doesn't care if you're sleeping or not. She's just dragging you out the bed, starts climbing upstairs with you, her tail in hand. And you feel just strained. You feel strain on your back as you're being lifted this way.
I feel nothing. I'm still asleep.
Give me another perception check, because this is like very uncomfortable.
19.
19. Alright. Well, you definitely like uncomfortable here. But you still persevere. Until she like takes you upstairs, and then she just throws you out the door that is gone. And yeah, you tumble on the ground, so yeah, now you would definitely waken up.
What the hell?
You two got a lot of explaining to do. And Esmeralda is just staring at her gone door in the house as Gazan comes up beside.
Well, Zenith, care to explain why the house is burnt down?
Gazan is looking at you guys with divine sense. Her eyes are
sorry. It's because
shooting bright.
It's because I can't see on the map. Sorry, what did he say again? I didn't catch that.
She's using divine sense to see her alignments. Because you are looking to be the scoundrel of the group. You have done so much harm right now. Oddly enough, she believes that Zenith is the most innocent of the two. But
Fucking excuse me.
I mean,
I just let out some black puffs. And
alignment-wise, Zenith is chaotic good. You're chaotic neutral. So you're on the spectrum of being unpredictable, Ben. And she was already worried about you to begin with. So she goes up to you and she just drags you along. Like
You're going to jail.
She has a hand on your scruff as she like just pulls you along. You're coming with me.
Wait. Are we passing the inn at some point?
No. She is taking you to by the fountain, and she's walking you towards her house. And,
You're gonna have a fun night with Kazan. Lucky you.
And as she makes it to the building here,
And fade to black.
as she makes to the building here, she finds some chains.
Oh, she's kinky.
Please shut up.
And after a moment, she puts it up by the corner of the room, and she puts you there and makes you sit down with your hands up above your head. If you want to resist, give me an athletics check.
Oh yeah, that's why I asked for the inn earlier.
Okay.
Where am I?
Athletics. Got a 2.
Am I still with at the house with Esmeralda?
You got a 2. Yeah, she's kneeling down and like she's silent crying. She got a 16. So you're restrained and you're now bound, and now you just made to sit there. And then she just looks at you and she takes the candle that is next to you and puts it away as far away as you can, so you can't cause any more harm. And then she just looks at Ben. You're staying there until I know what to do with you. And she goes outside.
This is preposterous, horrendous.
You got what you deserve.
And I'm yelling a bunch of shit. I'm not satisfied with this outcome. As she's leaving.
Yeah. And then she walks back to assess the damage and what have you.
I'm just kneeling down near Esmeralda with my head down.
Okay. So what do you do? Do you intend to help them?
I'm still puffing a little bit of smoke, waiting for the spell to end.
Yep.
And then I finally stand up and look at the situation. I sincerely apologize for this whole ordeal. None of this was my intention.
You definitely did something wrong here. It could not have been him who set fire to the house. Esmeralda, what do you think I have to do about this? She looks up at Gazan and looks down again. I just want my house back.
That can be arranged. A little bit of piece of wood here and there. Some parts of the metal lock can be arranged as well. I say with the most sincere and innocent speech of trying to fix the house.
Give me a persuasion check.
I can also use my fire magic in order to help the blacksmith. Is so perception?
Yeah, persuasion.
I roll
DC
for
14. Persuasion.
Persuasion. That's 6. God damn it.
All right, so Gazan, she believes that your heart is in the right place, but this needs doing. You don't get a long rest. You get to work on this right away. So she asks you nicely to come along with her.
I mean, I only spent absorb elements, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter much.
She asks you nicely to come along with her.
Understood.
Okay, and you do. So she takes you to the smith, and she starts to work out what needs to be fixed and how it goes and such. And you will spend the night working on this.
Sounds all right.
Ben, you get to sleep, but you're exhausted in the morning.
What does
and
that mean?
that means that
Like
you take 1 point of
short or-
exhaustion.
How?
You go to your page, top right corner. You should see conditions and such. You press that, and then you just add conditions. Level 1 exhaustion. The rest of you, Bard, Oleander, and Eric. Should we continue with you guys, or should we wait for next time?
I would say just wait for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a tangent we went off on there. Okay. In that case, that's
It
where
was
we're gonna
funny,
end
though.
it. I hope it was. I'm sorry you didn't get to play very much, Bart.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with taking the back seat, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me. Like a lot of times when I play D&D, with me being like, having DM'd before and being a more like experienced player, like to the shenanigans and like rules and stuff, I ended up stuck with new players. So I'm used to taking the back seat and letting them shine.
Okay. Very well. Thanks for a session.
One of the reasons
This
why I
was
like
definitely
playing, I like an actual bard.
This was definitely something.
I loved it.
Oh my god.
I hated it.
What the
I
fuck
did
I-
not
I-
happy about this.
I'm still
Didn't we just have a talk about nothing's gonna happen to you as long as you don't do dumb shit? You did dumb shit.
It didn't seem. I mean, it did not seem that absurd.
No, just
the time.
breaking into your house. I mean, if it was just you, it would probably not be very, like, it would probably be weird, but she would probably just accept it. But when, like, two men are in a bedroom just duking it out,
I mean, why not?
that's when things go astray. And then you just roll a nat 1 trying to fix the log.
Was it? I want to borrow your GIF, Eric, and because I imagine that was the face that Esmeralda made.
All right, I guess that's that. I guess that's that.
I mean, I have no objections.
True.
Look, it didn't want to play the GIF, but that's good enough for me.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the games, guys.